Hello, Algebra 2 students, for Ms. Bell. If you're looking at, for today, October 23rd, what do you call a duck that steals? We are working with slope. You could read the directions on your own, but what we're doing is we're just figuring out slope, and we're crossing off the answers down here. And then I'm just going to go over the answers, but you go ahead and cross off the answers down here. What is left is what you put in these boxes. I was working with some student during one of the periods, and we were putting the answers in those boxes down there. And the answers, obviously wouldn't fit because there's not 18 boxes, but what's left would make sense and would actually spell something out. And yeah, I guess you do it in order and it would spell out the answer to this little riddle. So anyways, without further ado, let's get in and I'll go through the odd ones, and if you need to slow this down, by all means do so. You can pause it and take care of business here. Okay, so for number one, for these, what we're doing is we're just doing the up and over. So it's going to be the rise over the run. So we have from A to B, what's the rise over run? It goes up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3. So up 4 over 3. So it's a positive 4 over 3. For number 3, so find that answer, positive 4 over 3. I think it's your IG, and you would cross that off. Okay, so for number 3, this one goes down, so it's going to be negative. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. That's my line. So down 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's down 3 over 5. So it's a negative 3/5. So you would find that down there. I think it's right here. For number 5, I go down 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So down 1 over 4. So down 1 over 4. Now when we get to these, we have to use this formula. M equals the second y minus the first y value divided by or over the second x value minus the first x value. Okay, so looking at number 7. So looking at number 7 here, my second x value, or if it helps, do this: x1, y1, x2, y2. So I take 3 minus 2 over 5 minus 2. I'm sorry, 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 minus 2. So it looks like this: 3 minus 1 and 5 minus 2. And you end up with 2/3. So find 2/3 and you cross that off. Taking a look at your number 9, your second y value minus your first y value over your second x value, 6, minus your first. Now this became plus 4 because minusing a plus, or minusing a negative is what I'm trying to say, becomes a plus. Okay, so 2 negatives make a positive. So you end up with 2/5 for number 9. Number 11, I end up with negative 1 minus 2 over 3 minus 9. It ends up being negative 3 over negative 6, so 2 positives here, a negative, or 2 negatives here. Negative divided by a negative makes a positive, and I end up, getting 1/2 anyways if I'm dividing both the top and the bottom by negative 3. Number 13, I have a negative 7 minus a negative 1 becomes plus 1. And then I have a 4 minus 0. Ends up being a negative 6 over 4. That reduces, if I divide both the top and the bottom by 2, to a negative 3/2, or negative 3 over 2. 15, I have 0 minus a negative 8 becomes plus 8. And then I have a negative 2 minus a negative 4 becomes a plus 4. And so that becomes 8 over 2, which equals 4. And lastly, you could see number 17. I have to go because we are having a fire drill. So hope this helps, and good luck with this assignment.